Hey, this is Robbie Crane from Black Star Writers, and I'm here at Sawtooth headquarters with the amazing equipment from all over the Sawtooth brand, and you can see everything in the background here. I'm here to talk today about my favorite acoustic guitar bass that I think I've ever played. I've owned about 15 in my career. I've done a lot of acoustic stuff, from live records with different bands I've played with to a lot of radio shows and in stores and whatnot. And for me, I've always looked for just playability, tone, ability to tour, just a solid instrument. And when I was introduced to the Sawtooth Rudy Sarzo electric acoustic bass with the Fishman preamp and the 24-foot scale and everything, just blew me away. The things that I loved the most about the bass when I first sat down, my first introduction to the bass, if you will, was the neck. For me, the comfortability of the neck and the radius of the neck, and just how true the neck is, and how it just feels just so perfect for me. It sits in my hand nicely. I really love the Fishman preamp. Just the way the preamp sounds to me. It's really punchy. It's really responsive. There's no latency in its just has that punch and drive that I really look for. Unlike most musicians or bass players, I play my acoustic basses live on stage with me, and I tend to run them through various DIs, and preamps, and amps and stuff like that. I've ran my Sawtooth bass stock as it sits straight off the shelf, straight through my Palmer DI, tube DI, and I run it straight into the face of my amps. I run a clean and a dirty sound out of my EBS Remar 750s, I'm sorry. And man, does it sound massive. So I have a clean and a dirty going. I use them primarily. I use my Sawtooth basses on ballads and stuff like that. But I want to play them like on every song because they have that tone and that drive. The contour of the body for me just fits my body so well. I'm not a big dude. I'm a pretty mellow-sized guy, but it just seems to fit really nice in my hands. It's really well built. It was you could tell a lot of consideration was put into the design of the bass for the player, and for me, it really stands out. And it's just a great-looking instrument. It's made out of solid maple. It has the distressed hardware on it, which I love. I think I spoke about this before, but I love the Soundhole for me. So a lot of the time, I'm just off, and I'm playing directly with the Soundhole up in here. And what really turned me on about that was I'm not killing the bass. I can be dynamic still. You're just nice and dynamic. You still have the Soundhole here. There's some compression and some low end. And then when I need to put it on stage or play it through the amp, I can just bring up the Fishman preamp right up into here, and it has that drive and punch. I mean, it sounds like one of my great P basses that I love, and that's tough to do. This quite literally is right out of the box. There's not much that's been done to it, other than maybe a minor cleanup on the frets or whatnot. But for the most part, this is exactly what you get when it comes out of the box. There's no upgrades on this. Nothing changes. It's just this is the bass that I play is the same one that Rudy plays that comes right out of the box. And just a well-built machine. I don't know if anyone ever takes a look at the back of most of these instruments, but so well-built and beautiful. I love the inlays. I just love how it makes you feel. For me, I'm a player that enjoys the beauty in the instrument as well as the quality of the instrument as well as just the playability and everything. And this one just really, really does it for me. The preamp comes with a tuner built into it, which I love. Got to have a tuner built into your guitar nowadays, especially in the situations that I'm in. Whether it be live on stage or in store or something like that. Has a phase switch. You can invert the phase in and out. I have the tuner on, so you just kind of you can invert it. It gives you different tonal options. Has a high boost and a low boost, treble and bass, and just really well built. Very rare that you can pull an acoustic instrument out and in the intonation be so nice. It's one of the things that I love the most about this thing is that it's just really well built. just listen to that mass. It has a really mass quality about it. And for me, again, the bridge, so well built, and just has a great amount of sustain, a lot of punch to it. Just really meets what I'm looking for. I hope you are able to enjoy, check out, and play one of these Sawtooth Rudy Sarzo acoustic electric basses. You can check them out at sawtoothworld.com, and tell them Robbie sent you when you come to see it. Maybe they'll give you a discount. I hope you enjoy it, man. Thank you so much.